All right, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Game Changer guitar lesson. My name is Brian. Feel free to shoot me a friend request here on this page here. I'm going to be posting all of my music stuff. Today, I want to talk about what I'm just going to call Eric Johnson style triads. And of course, if you've ever listened to Cliffs of Dover, you will be able to tell what I was doing there was very much inspired by those runs on Cliffs of Dover. The idea here is just this. We're spacing out the intervals. So they're not stacked directly on top of each other in the next interval, you know, in the chord. So, for instance, here, if I were to just play a G major triad, you might be tempted to play this shape. You can do that. Those G major triads, you can play your triads all over the place. That's cool. There's nothing wrong with that. But this sound, as you heard, has this very modern, open, cool, beautiful sound to it, in my opinion. This was a game changer for me. And so we're just going to look at, we'll make this really basic. This isn't hard theory stuff. Getting good at it will require some practice. But let's say we go back to that G, and in a G chord, as you should know, we have a root third and a fifth in a G major. That means we have a G, a B, and a D note. Okay, so if we played this shape again, we'd be able to find that's a B, that's a D, that's a G. Anywhere you go, you're going to find that there's a B, D, and G in here. So what we're going to do now, though, is we're going to space out the intervals. We're going to octave out at least one of those notes. So let's take a look at this pattern only. These strings on the A string, the D string, and the B string. Okay, what you'll be able to tell is this looks just like a bar chord. The only difference is we're going to leave out the G string here. Okay, it's cool. It gives you that airy, open sound. And in Eric Johnson's famous Cliffs of Dover, he does that run on these sets of strings, just climbing up from a C note, from a C chord in the key of G. So he does this. Then gets into all that whole thing. But so let's just look at this, right? Let's look at our chord notes just going straight up through the scale of through the key of G major. So here's what our major shape is going to look like. And it's really cool. Again, it looks just like your bar chord. But we're leaving out the G string. So when we go to play an A minor chord, we already know how to do that. Again, we're just gonna leave out the G string here. Right, our third chord is B minor, and we could do this down here. Then C major. We go back to this major looking shape, D. Back to the D major shape, E minor. There's our 6. Okay, now here, if you want to keep it in that modern sound and not go too funky, we can play an inversion. All right, so this is just a D, but now I'm playing one shape that's different. And this is where you can start to get ideas of how many places you can actually do these and how many different shapes there are. So a D chord has a D, an F sharp, and an A. So if we look at this chord shape, okay, this could just be a way that you play. It's a D chord right here, a D triad. We're getting the F sharp as our lowest note. So we have F sharp, D, and A in that shape. This idea going down, this is going to be a different shape if you use strings E, A, and G. Okay, so there's some really cool ideas in there, and then you can take any of your chord progressions and you can play your chords that way. So let's just say I have a, let's say I'm playing Wonderful Tonight. Let's see. If I knew how to play it. Either way, you got a G, a D, and a C there, all right? So cool. So we could do stuff like this. Late in the evening. Here's my D there. I could play a C shape here. There. There. She's wondering what clothes to wear. She puts on her makeup. Then she asked me, do I feel alright? I said yes. And it goes to a C. I feel wonderful tonight. All right, so guys, tons of use on these. You can play them arpeggiated like the Eric Johnson thing. You can play them as chords. All right, if you want to explore, find them all over. Find all of their inversions, find them in all sets of strings, have fun. It's a beautiful sound. Hit me up if anyone is looking for virtual lessons. I am giving virtual lessons. I've been at this a very long time. Berklee College of Music grad back in, 2004. And full-time teacher, player, performer, studio player. And yeah. Gig schedule is light, so I got plenty of time for lessons if anyone's looking to enhance their game. Thank you all.